love making functional smoothies. I love making smoothies that I can actually have as a meal instead of something that is going to be 10,000 calories, 50 grams of sugar, and just spike my blood sugar, and then I'll be hungry seconds later. So I like making functional smoothies that help support different body systems. I want to share the breakdown of the smoothie that I made yesterday because I was asked. I'm going to give you a breakdown of the smoothie for my thyroid that I made yesterday, just to show you what I put inside of it. For smoothie, I'm going to try to make it super high protein. The thing that I love about smoothies for lunchtime is it kind of cuts up the middle of the day. I can put a lot of, if fiber maxing is super popular and everyone's talking about fiber, I like to think about nutrient maxing. I want to get as much nutrients as I possibly can in certain meals throughout the day, so I just take the pressure off, trying to play catch up at the end of the day. That's just my opinion, what I like to do. A cup of kefir. I like to get the mixed berry or a flavor if I'm using it in a smoothie, just because, again, it helps maximize the type of flavor. I love putting a lot of vegetables in smoothies. I'm not doing Tropicana, Baja Bliss, that type of good tasting smoothie with a lot of sugar and a lot of fruit. So I put a lot of vegetables, I put a lot of fiber, I put a lot of functional ingredients. So I need some things to cut. So when I'm thinking of my protein powder or something even a yogurt or kefir, I'm thinking of okay, I want to get something with a little bit of flavor to give sweetness to it. I did berries. Berries actually have pretty high vitamin C, or they're a good source along with antioxidants, of course. I like to do arugula. That's my base always. I will add zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, any kind of vegetable, carrots. I love even doing shredded broccoli slaw, red cabbage. But for this smoothie, I just did arugula. When I do a lot of vegetables is I also cut it with either lemon juice or lime juice. I've just been obsessed with limes lately. This helps to really cut the bitterness of those vegetables. So it allows you to put a lot of vegetables in your smoothie and not have it taste like absolute dirt. Loving adding tahini in my smoothies because it's such a rich source of copper. I did a mineral test, I need copper, so this has been my go-to. I did a tablespoon of that, but I also mix it for this smoothie specifically with a tablespoon of peanut butter. It just, again, helps with the flavor. Anytime I'm doing a bunch of vegetables and a bunch of different things, peanut butter is always my go-to, or a PB2 powder, because it just kind of helps give it a little bit extra flavor. And I added Brazil nuts, helpful for selenium. And I've been obsessed with sun fiber lately. I've added to all my smoothies. I drink it in the morning. Sometimes I do it at least once a day. Sometimes I do it twice. It just has helped so much with becoming regular. It's my favorite go-to, super gentle for any constipation issues, IBS issues, anything going on with the GI. It's one of my go-to for a lot of clients. I use it myself. And for yesterday's smoothie, I ended up using Wild Society, the clear whey isolate. I've been wanting to try this. I still love the whey concentrate way better than isolate. Isolate just doesn't mix as well. It has a little bit of an aftertaste. I'm not sure if that's because the flavor strawberry coconut. That's the other thing of when I do protein powders, I like to do a flavor for the protein powder because, again, it helps really just add in more flavor when I'm doing a bunch of vegetables and a bunch of functional ingredients. So I look for, again, the cleanest possible ingredients for a brand. I like Wild Society. This is not my favorite, the isolate. I definitely like the concentrate a lot better. And then for this, because I really wanted to maximize, and I'm in phase 2 of my specific protocol, I'm adding in a multivitamin powder. I just needed the vanilla. It helps, again, add more flavor. I keep saying that. You're getting all your nutrients, and it helps just fill in the gaps. So I add that to really complete everything within the smoothie. The thing with functional smoothies to remember is I'm using this as part of a protocol. So it's part of a treatment plan for my specific body systems in order to replete what is missing, to help support different functions and environments, especially being postpartum. So I did a hair mineral test. I did a lot of labs. I specifically have elevated TPO antibodies. So it's not to the level where, again, where I spoke with my doctor, it's not to the level where intervention would be necessary, but I want to help my body system. It's what I literally do for a job. I know how to do this. So I'm making specific functional smoothies as part of the protocol. So it does use a little bit more supplements. This is also to the way to think about it. It's like, this is instead of taking 75 different supplement pills, where I tried to balance the, okay, what can I make in drinkable form that I can use as an actual meal versus what can I use to, again, maximize ingredients, maximize protein, fiber, all those things. And I love putting them in the middle of the day because it just helps with stress so much. So I'm never playing catch up at night, and like all of my fiber, all of my nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin C, B vitamins are all like gun-ho on every single snack, on every single, dinner meal when I'm trying to just decompress dealing with a 9-month-old. So that's just my opinion. That's how I use functional smoothies, and that's what I do as a job.